rotations and a couple of top NBA draft picks, and you find guys like Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid that will forever change the face of your franchise.
These days, it feels like 1983 in South Philly. Won by the Toronto Raptors. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Now a steal by Philly. Redick to Simmons. Terrific vision. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Kawhi Leonard sizing up Butler. Has a chance. Not that time. To Butler. Driving right to the basket. And a chance coming up at the line.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First one, count it. And fails. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Lowry with it. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Gasol. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Butler into the front court. Leads 3. To Embiid. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 4. Good start.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. He can't get past the defender. Joel Embiid swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And Kawhi Leonard, good on the quick release there.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Butler to Embiid. Gasol with the rebound. Lowry into the front court. They trail by 2. To Gasol, down low. Marc Gasol, 2 for 2. That's what you... Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. Harris to Butler. And it's going the other way. 5-second count. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Lynn to Ibaka. Marc Gasol, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Butler to bring it up. Down just a couple. Here comes the screen. Butler to McConnell. There's the toss. Won't go. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Butler to Embiid. Trying to cash in. Embiid shot off the mark. To Gasol. And finishes strong.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get your 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
No good. Lynn with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Gasol. The mark.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Butler to Embiid. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Lynn to Gasol. The jumper's off the mark.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Like the confidence. Tough shot there from McConnell. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Raptors have the lead. Quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
McConnell to Monroe. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Butler into the front court, trailing by 4. To McConnell. Jimmy Butler for 2. Just off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. McConnell. Now a steal as the Raptors have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
To McConnell.
Big hit right there.
Butler. To McConnell. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot. 24-second violation. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Philadelphia. Pick up.
Leonard. Redick with it. Down 8. To Simmons. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Off the mark on his free throw. That'll get out off the Raptors. Simmons to Redick. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Redick with a shot, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Danny Green to Leonard. Ben Simmons pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Simmons into the front court. Now down 6. To Monroe. And he's going to the line to shoot.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Greg Monroe, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Redick. Harris. Has a look. Not today. Lowry into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. The drive, right to the basket. Leonard to Danny Green. Curling inside. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. McConnell to Simmons. From the painted area, won't go down. McConnell to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Toronto with the basketball. Leonard. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Jeremy Lin. McConnell. Leonard. Shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square.
It's good, just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. We are at halftime with the Raptors out on top. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Ed. The Raptors are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scores for the Toronto Raptors. The 76ers would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game.
Game trap. Rebounds.
The Toronto Raptors are ahead at the half, and a big reason has been their excellent rebounding. When you control the boards, you can control the game.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol did a remarkable job of swatting shot after shot. Scorers have got to be thinking twice when he's within range. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
In the front court comes Simmons. The deficit now up to 5. Harris to Redick. The rebound comes down to Toronto. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. The shot, almost.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
To Simmons. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Number 1 for the Raptors.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Here's Simmons with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Toronto has the basketball. Kawhi Leonard. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
To Tobias Harris. Add 2 points to the board.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Lowry to Leonard. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is all, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry to Leonard. Oh, I missed a short one there. Butler to bring it up. Down 5. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now 5 for 6.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Butler to Tobias Harris. Scores from the post. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court.
Just now for both clubs.
First foul in the final 2 minutes. Stepping in for the 76ers, number 1, Mike Scott.
Simmons to Redick. Marc Gasol sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Gets a look, can't hit. Here's Leonard for 2. And he hits.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
To Redick. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Nothing going here on that drive. Lynn to Leonard. And a nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And it's Gasol with the rebound. Fires the 3. Not that time. He misses. 3 quarters down, the Raptors in front. Raptors ball as we get going here in the 4th. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
Sixers control it. Butler to Tobias Harris. Probing the defense. Butler to Simmons. Kawhi Leonard with a piece. Leonard. Just a wide open look. Harris to Butler. Jimmy Butler, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Attack, focusing on the rim.
Leonard to Lynn. They'll get it down to Leonard. Able to convert inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Harris to Simmons. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Leonard. To Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors.
McConnell to Tobias Harris. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Toronto with the basketball. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To McConnell. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard. 4-3. And it's Butler who grabs the rebound. To Embiid. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Lowry with it. His team up by 7. Butler into the front court. Looking to make something. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's something so different about this player. I can't quite just put my finger on it. Oh, I got it. He actually started to play. Good to see him actually step back on the court and be himself.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Missed it.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Harris to Butler. Harris to Butler. Knocked loose. Count the bucket for 2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way. New blood coming in for both sides.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors.
Lowry to Ibaka. Knocked loose. Tobias Harris with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Can't connect from in close. Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. But this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
And you will receive an exclusive discount.
Simmons to Butler. To Tobias Harris. Deep two there, won't go. Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game. Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Makes them both. Sixers call for time. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
15 in today's trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
For 2. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. It's the Raptors with the victory as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors were solid in today's victory, and the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. The 76ers put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Toronto Raptors can confidently say it was the player of their substitutes that was a big reason, if not the biggest reason, for their success today. Tremendous job by the reserves to be impactful in this matchup.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard put together by his amazing defense. Not many guys come up with this many blocks and steals. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.